Okay, so as you can see, I got the background set up here, right? Vacation mode, vacation. I'm going on vacation. So my wife and I are going to be married 28 years here in just a few days from now. So we're going. It's a you know anniversary vacation type of trip, and we're going down to South Carolina. We're going to be in a couple of different places. We're going to be in Myrtle Beach for a few days. I have a daughter that is living down there, and then I have another daughter in the Charleston area, and we're going to be down there for a few days. So for the next week, I'm going to be on vacation, and I'm in that mode right now, as you can see. Um, and I got to think a little bit about how things are going to work, with my diet, how to stay away from temptations and so forth. And when you're on vacation, you tend to eat out a lot more. We're probably not going to do a whole lot, but a little bit of eating out. And we'll be staying in houses so that we will have access to cook our own food and that kind of stuff. So that's good. Um, but yeah, you go do day trips or whatever. Like we'll go to the beach and different things, and you're going to go out and eat at restaurants and going to have to stay away from certain temptations and try and eat as good as I can. Um but anyway, so key thing I think there when you look at things is that I've talked about this a lot before, but a why is really important, and it's really important to keep you on track with things. So I'm going to have to be reminding myself of my why a lot and making sure that I don't mess up too much. You know, for a lot of people, it's okay if you eat something you really shouldn't and then you go back to doing things as you should. One little treat here or there shouldn't be a problem. For some people, it really is a problem and they can't do it. You know, whether it's because it just gives you so much pain as soon as you eat something you shouldn't, or it just gives you the carb cravings or whatever type of cravings and temptations that get worse and so forth, and it snowballs, right? I'm kind of that person. I'm not going to beat myself up if I do eat one little thing I shouldn't, but for the most part, I'm going to try and stay clean because I am that person that it can snowball a bit, and I don't want that to happen. So I'm going to do my best to eat clean. When we're in Myrtle Beach, they're famous for like a lot of the seafood buffet restaurants and stuff like that. And I can do one of those. Let's say we do that once during the few days that we're there. I can do that. I can pretty much eat crab legs. Some of them have like steak on their menu as well, at the buffet where you can get some steak. So I can eat those things and I can fill up and be perfectly fine. We go to another type of restaurant. It depends on where we go and what all is there. Um, sometimes, especially when there's like a few of us, because like I said, my daughter will be there, her fiance will be there, so we might go to lunch or to dinner or something in the evening one time with them, something, and you know, we might go someplace that isn't necessarily my number one choice, but I'm gonna do what I need to, because it's not just me, it's about other people too. And I can usually find something on the menu. And if I can't find something that great, and I know I'm not going to find something that great, I can always eat before we go. And that's something that you should keep in mind. If you know you're going to go somewhere, maybe go into a group setting with a few different people and you're going to go out to eat somewhere or whatever, and you don't think that you're going to find some really good clean options, eat before you go so that then you don't have as much food that you have to eat there. You don't have to feel tempted, that type of thing. So I'm going to do those types of things. But anyway, let's go back to this. With being out next week, I will not have a live stream with Johnny. I believe Johnny will do a live stream. He may be by himself or he might have someone else on with him, but that'll be, next Wednesday. So that'll be what, the 24th at 8 p.m. Eastern. He will be on a live stream. That's the Carnivore Champion. So at the Carnivore Champion, I won't be on that night. So I won't have a live stream that particular week. But then we'll be back after that the following week. So, normally Wednesdays, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central Time, we're on a live stream together. We just had one this Wednesday, so you can check it out on my channel if you go under lives. You can see that live stream and all the past live streams we've had. And then I'll be back on, I guess that would be, was October 1st, I believe. Let me double check that. Yeah, that's October 1st will be the next live stream that I will be on. And I think that's going to be a special live stream. So you're going to definitely want to check that one out. So, all right, that's where I'm at. I want to hear from you. What kind of things do you do to try and stay on track when you go on vacation, when you're out of town, especially if you know that you have to go out to restaurants a few times? Obviously, if you can eat in wherever you're staying most of the time, that's the best choice and so forth. But what do you do there? What do you do in terms of drinks? Like a lot of times when people go on vacation, they like to drink alcohol. I don't really drink alcohol. Um, you know, I, with AFib, I kind of got away from drinking alcohol. And then with Carnivore, I stayed away from alcohol. And just occasionally, like the last time I had alcohol, I think was well over a year ago. So what do you guys do? Do you maybe have a drink if you're in setting where maybe with some friends and you go out to a restaurant? Do you just have one drink and or do you just say no? I'm just not going to do it at all. I'd like to hear what everybody thinks about that. I'm not sure yet if I'm going to drink anything at all because when I do, I usually get like sinus issues. That's the first thing, like the histamines or whatever from alcohol seems to do that to me. So I'm not really sure what I'm going to do there, but just kind of wondering what everybody else does there. What do you do when you go to restaurants, especially in a tourist place that you're not used to being even, but especially in a tourist place where there's a lot of temptations? What kind of foods do you look for in those restaurants? I know sometimes no matter what at a restaurant, it's going to be hard to find things because a lot of times they'll cook in seed oils and so forth. But what kind of things do you do? Give me some ideas of something that I can look out for on the menu or different ways to order food, maybe to help keep me a little bit cleaner and so forth. I want to hear from you. So let me know in the comments what you think about that. And I'll respond back. I reach out to everybody on all their comments. I try to respond to all the comments as much as I can and so forth. So let's get that conversation going here in the comments down below. And I will still have videos coming out, by the way. I won't have the live stream, but I will have videos coming out while I'm on vacation. I'm going to have some videos that I'm recording ahead of time. And we'll probably do something while I'm on vacation, just really quick video or something, maybe showing what's going on, that type of thing. So other than that, I'll see you guys all when I get back from vacation.